So, what is meditation? Why is it important? And what's the point? And why is it uncomfortable? So, meditation is really you consciously stepping into a consciousness that's observing things instead of applying meaning. Okay? So, you're objective, you're just watching. Our own selves are rooted in the ego structure, the unconscious, which is the experiencer. So, that's why we automatically believe our thoughts and our feelings because that's the experience we're having. We think that's the truth. That's something you are creating. And when you meditate, you actually learn that. You start to see your thoughts and your feelings. Okay, you start to see the connection that this thought came with this feeling came with this thought, and that's the nervous system, which is the experiencer. Now, the nervous system is developed all the way back in childhood. That's why we see through the same lens all the time. That's why people don't seem to change, because they're not consciously changing. They're on repeat. And so in meditation, you actually learn all about yourself in that way. You're like, okay, so this is where I think about this, and this is what I feel about this. And it's based off your experience. Now, we don't question our experience. We make our experience truth. We make what we perceive our experience to be our personal truth, but truth can't be divided. It's only one truth. So if you're using your own ego to narrate reality, then you're actually using a separation. So you're not really seeing truth because you're seeing it through the personal lens. How does this affect me? How does this person, this circumstance affect me? I'm a victim to this person, to this circumstance. That's the ego. That's not the greater consciousness, which is the presentness, right? Because the ego will want to use its own thoughts to apply meaning. It doesn't like meaninglessness. It's afraid of peace. It's afraid to just observe and ask its higher self for the objective truth, perspective and truth. Because that's death to the ego. That's death to the individual concept, that it doesn't get to use its individual thoughts and its individual feelings to discern and make a reality, to make a truth. And so this is the hard part about spirituality, because you are killing the self-concept in terms of transitioning from that dual consciousness to one consciousness. Now, the ego will want to hold on. It's going to tell you it can think its way into peace. It can think its way into truth. It can think its way into faith. It can think its way into joy and happiness, and it cannot. And so this is where you want to learn meditation, so you can start to learn that there's space. You can intercept your thoughts. You can intercept your feelings, nervous system, and you can learn to rewire it by being able to recognize what's actually going on in real time in terms of how you are perceiving a reality. And so the tool of meditation is to help you anchor in a new consciousness to where, okay, let me be at peace and have no evaluations, not need to rush to apply meaning, and ask my higher self, what is the objective truth? Because my personal evaluation is making me upset. I'm not in happiness, and I want to be.